Hey everyone, welcome back to the Supernova Kitchen. We're going to do several videos, but the first one today is going to be on the Stack Cook system. This is a product that's made of Lexan. It's a high fat content, high sugar content microwave cooking system. It's not just one piece, obviously. It has several different pieces. We'll go through those as we go and explain the differences in each one.
Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start with tearing the whole thing apart. So we've got all of these different segments of it, okay? The first one is the 3-quart base. This one is used as a casserole. It's also the beginning tier of your stack cooking. When we talk about the recipes in just a second, you'll understand. The nice thing about this one is it can be used independently. All of our microwave products have little feet. These are the little feet on the bottom of this one. And the purpose behind the feet on this one is that it elevates, or on all of them really, it elevates your product so that you get even circulation when it's in the microwave. And those microwaves can bounce around and hit what it needs to hit. Okay? Real quick, there are 3 things that are attracted, or that the microwaves are attracted to in your food. People that go, oh, I don't like microwaved food. It's not nuking your food, okay? It is attracted to the sugar, the fat, and the water in your food, and it's the attraction to those molecules and them reacting to the waves that cook your food, okay?
Part of the reason on the feet, and the reason we make a big deal of the feet that are on these, and each product has a different style foot. These are not even sure what you would call that, raised little platforms on the bottom. Yeah, knobby things. But what it allows the microwave to do is to get around the entire container, and it cooks your food more evenly. If you've ever put a plate of food in the microwave and turned it on, and where you've got your flat piece here and the plate is raised here, the outside ring is very, very hot, where the center of it's very cold. And that's because the microwaves could get to this but couldn't get to here. That's what the feet do, is it raises off the bottom so it heats evenly throughout.
Okay, now your next tier to this Stack Cook system are these 2 pieces right here. They're both 1 3/4 quart. They're the same size, but one is a colander and one is solid. Okay, Stack Cook system, here you go. First meal that we would do is like seasoned rice. You put your rice, your water, and your seasonings in here. In the colander part, you would put your frozen cauliflower, broccoli. If you do the carrot part, do the carrots too. Put it in there. Then what you're going to do is take a pound of boneless, skinless chicken, and you're going to put a little bit of mayonnaise on it. Quit sticking your nose up. Mayonnaise, you'll never know it's there. You're going to roll that in Italian breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese, and then you're going to lay those across the chicken. Across your vegetables. Now, if you use a whole chicken breast, don't get the Walmart chicken breasts that look like somebody raised a turkey as a chicken. The second is, if you when you get them, you're going to fold them in half. So pretend this is your piece of chicken laid flat, okay? You're going to fold it in half and toothpick the skinny end, and you're going to put this fat end on the outside of the container, so it's facing the outside rim. And the reason why is because everything cooks from the outside in. So the fatter pieces need to be cooked a little bit more than those little bitty skinny ends, okay? So you're going to do that. Then you have the opportunity to take this piece, which is a 3/4 quart casserole. It's also a cover. Your choice how you want to use it.
Cover, not a seal.
Right, cover, not a seal. It does not seal. There's no airtight, liquid tight to any of this. It does come with 2 solid seals that you can put things like your rice and your seasonings in there. And then, gotta love it. Phone's calling. We'll call her back in a minute. Anyway, you're going to put you can then seal it up and set it aside until you get home that night. Or if you wanted to perhaps cook the chicken in your solid piece, you could do that, okay? But the reason why you want to put the chicken and stuff in the colander one is that while it's cooking, the seasonings are going to drip down into your rice and help season it. Now, for the cover or the casserole, whichever way you want to use it, if you use it as a cover, just set it on there, pop it in the microwave. 6 minutes per pound is what most things take to cook. Your seafood and fish are different. There's a lot of water content in those. They don't take quite as long. They only take 3 minutes per pound to cook, okay? But one that we do with this is a cranberry spiced pear. You just take a can of pear halves, drain the juice, put the pears in, put grenadine and cinnamon sticks in here. Y'all, it's so good. Then you're going to pop all of this in the microwave 6 minutes per pound, okay? How do you know what poundage it is? You can buy a little scale at Walmart for $5. What's the new, not Ollie's, there's a new store that you can go into that has discount stuff. Anyway, you can get a scale there. I've gotten a couple of there that I give away at parties. So that is one way of using it. Now, the other way of using it, or another way, is cooking your hamburger meat when it comes home from the store. I don't freeze raw hamburger meat. I just don't do it. I either go on ahead and make them up as meatloafs and then I'll freeze it, but it's already seasoned, or I pre-cook all of my traditional, which you would use for tacos, soups, whatever, spaghetti. I pre-cook it in the colander part with the 3-quart, and I let the funky gunk drain down to where we're not eating it. And if you think your hamburger meat doesn't have it in it, watch the video that shows you what comes out of hamburger meat. Not a pretty sight. But anyway, we're going to go to the next usage of this. So another one we did, and we did this one just recently, was we did the macaroni and cheese in the base, which is your pasta, your water. And then once the pasta cooks, you're going to add your cheese and your milk to it to make it all nice and creamy. And then in the 1 3/4 quart, we put the solid one in there, but we also used the colander with it. And the reason why is because we did mini meatloafs. And I just took a pound of hamburger meat, seasoned it up, quartered it, made them into patties, stuck a hole in the center. And the reason why is because if you end up with that big clump of hamburger meat in the middle, unless you like the rare middle of your hamburger meat, poke the hole to where it'll swell up. Trust me, it does it. And then set them in the corners, or in the corners in the round container. Yeah. So you're going to put 4 in there on the edges, on the slats, so that your fat drains away from it and it's not cooking in there. Okay. Then I don't do another casserole with this or a dessert. I just cover it and let it go. But again, 6 minutes per pound, pop it in the microwave. You're done. Hello. Now, the 3-quart casserole can also be turned into a bundt pan. And sometimes Tupperware, and you just put the cone right there in the center and it turns into the cake pan. Now, Tupperware occasionally has this part out with the cone and this part, and they call it like a baker's or a cake set or whatever. That's because you can do a cake in the microwave in 8 minutes in just this. And some people may not want the whole system. They just want to be able to do the cakes. So that's one way to do it, okay?
Something else we like to do with this, you can do a couple different things. Baked potatoes. You can put a potato in here, cook them up. Once they're cooked, just get your potato smasher and just hit it a few times. Don't pulverize the thing, just bust it up. And then you can add your cheese, your whatever you want to put into it, and then serve it with a spoon instead of serving a whole potato, which is what we get around here. Or
yes, football-sized potatoes.
You can put your cone in, use pieces of bread to make sections in the base of it, and you can cook individual eggs. Like, she wants her eggs with this, I want mine with this.
He's talking about omelets.
Sorry. I'm not a big egg eater. So you can individualize in one cooking for people.
Okay, so that is the basics of our Tupperware stack cooker. Be on the lookout for other videos that we have of things that we're cooking in it. And everybody have a wonderful rest of your day.